Okay, everybody, welcome back. I am speaking the truth. I'm going to start with Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry loud and spare not. Tell my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins. That's what I am that I am. That's what she tells me. She tells me, cry loud and spare not. Tell my people of their transgressions. Tell the house of Jacob of their sin. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start off. The title of this video is I Am That I Am is everlasting to generation to generation. And I want you to like the video, subscribe below. Malachi chapter 3 verse 1. Okay, so the world is in a spiritually comatose state. They need to be spiritually resuscitated. However, because they are dead, living in their sin, the people say that those scriptures were from the Old Testament. They don't matter. We got Jesus to save us. Jesus translated means Joshua is a false prophet anyway. It's a false God anyway. Malachi 3 verse 1 says, verse 6, she says that in the first person, so I am is talking here. I am El Shaddai, I do not change. That is why you descendants of Jacob are not already destroyed. She's saying because she made a covenant, she made a promise with Jacob, and if you are Jacob's descendants, that's why you're not destroyed, not because of who you are, because she made a promise, a covenant with Jacob. So that's why it says in verse 6, she's saying in the first person, I am El Shaddai, I do not change. That is why you descendants of Jacob are not already destroyed. Verse 7, ever since the days of your ancestors you have scorned my decrees and failed to obey them. Now repent, return to me. Yeah, that's what she's saying. Return to her, and I will return to you, says I am the Most High. And let's look at Psalms chapter 78, verse 1. O my people, listen to my instructions. Open your ears to what I am saying. Verse 2, for I will speak to you in a parable. I will teach you hidden lessons from our past. Verse 3, stories we have heard and known, stories our ancestors handed down to us. Verse 4, we will not hide. Let me pull it down a little bit. We will not hide these truths from our children. We will tell the next generation about the glorious deeds of I Am the Most High, about her power and her mighty wonders. Verse 5, for she issued her laws to Jacob. She gave her instructions to Israel. She commanded our ancestors to teach them to their children. Verse 6, so the next generation might know them, even the children not yet born, and they in turn will teach their own children. Verse 7, so each generation should set its hope anew on I am. I am the Lord, that I am God, not forgetting her glorious miracles and obeying her commands. Verse 8, then they will not be like their ancestors, stubborn, rebellious, and unfaithful, refusing to give their hearts to I am that I am. Let's look at Joel 1, verse 3. Tell your children about it, and let your children tell their children and their children in the next generation. So I am that I am. She is God. She's the Most High God. She is the Lord of hosts. She deals with generations, from generation to generation to generation. And let's look at a couple of these verses again where I am said. Let's look at, I'm still reading in the book of Psalms chapter 78, where verse 1, where I am says, "Oh my people, listen to my instructions. Open your ears to what I am saying." Verse 2, "So I will speak to you in a parable. I will teach you hidden lessons from our past." Verse 3, "Stories we have heard and known, stories our ancestors handed down to us." Verse 4, "We will not hide these truths from our children. We will tell the next generation about the glorious deeds of I Am, the Most High, about her power and her mighty wonders." Verse 5, "For she issued her laws to Jacob. She gave her instructions to Israel. She commanded our ancestors to teach them to their children." Verse 6, "So the next generation might know them, even the children not yet born, and they in turn will teach their own children." So we see I am that I am. Her name changes not. She's still I am. She's always been I am, from the beginning to the end, from the first to the last. Let the word of I am be true, and every man be a lie. Because I am, she changes not. Thank you, and join me in our next video, and I will see you. Go ahead and like and look at the descriptions below on this video. Thank you.